Hey everyone, this is Michael and welcome to another strategy breakdown video. In this episode we will examine a 5-smoke B-side execution on the cobblestone. This tactic was used a couple of times in the grand final of DreamHack Las Vegas against Team Virtus.pro. The idea behind this strat is basically to create a huge wall of smokes to cut off any reinforcements and quickly take over the bomb site. Despite quite heavy defense consisted of 3 players, Tero managed to secure bomb plant rather easily. Check out the map very briefly and right after we will move on to each player's role. So as you see, we have 4 players immediately running toward B side and only 1 coming to middle. After a small nade exchange, smokes and flashes are thrown all over the place and 4 terrorists push through the plateau. Let's go and see each player's job now. Let's start with Phelps, who is the only person heading toward middle at the beginning of the round. He flashes middle door once to stop possible middle aggression and to tie CTs to the other bomb site. Next, Phelps jumps on the wall and throws his smoke which covers this little room and its entrance to the bomb site. Right after, he goes to the skyfall and makes some noise, most probably only to fake a split push strategy. Once he ran out of nades, Phelps holds the back for a while and runs to help his teammates. Fallen's job is to reach this very corner as soon as possible, smoke off the rock, fire up the boost and jump off the plateau while being turned off to avoid his team's flashes. Taco's first task is to fire up the end of the terrace. Once this is done, he smokes off the hut, throws 1 flash above the wall and bounces the other one on this column. Right after that, Taco follows Fallen. Just like 2 men before him, Coldzera heads towards B main and almost instantly prepares to throw his smoke. Next, he flashes once the bomb site and joins the party. First job is to throw a short distance Molotov to prevent any aggressive play from CT. Then he carefully positions himself to add his smoke to the great wall of smokes. Once it is done, Fair wanted to flash out the stairs, however he waited too long and decided not to do it in the end, as the flash would most likely blind Fallen and Taco. Now let's talk about the advantages that this tactic brings to the table. First of all, the smokes cut off B-side defenders from any reinforcements. Notice that even sniper positions behind the door would have a very limited view on the site. Moreover, the smoke that landed in the hut was just perfect. Check out Pasha's point of view. Second of all, CTs have no idea if there are enemies flanking through Skyfall and have to constantly worry about it because usually bombsite is being pushed from 2 sides simultaneously. It was not the case this time. Thirdly, notice the timing of the flashes and how Tero was behaving after entering the bomb site. Coldzera throws his flash just before Taco bounces his one on the column. If they would do it otherwise, Coldzera's flash would most likely blind his own mates and cost them a round. You should also pay the attention to characteristic behavior of SK players. See how they almost lined up in this area to simultaneously pick the same spots. First two guys jump off the plateau and the other two provide a cover. Any CT trying to pick would see multiple enemies at the same time. This is also a great way to trade kills with an AWPer hidden behind the statue. He should not be able to pick you one by one with such setup. The last piece of advice before you start practicing this tactic. Check how your opponent is playing on a bombsite-b. If they like to play aggressively on the plateau, you might have a lot of problems when they smoke off this spot and start throwing Molotovs or HE grenades. If they play defensively, it's okay. But otherwise, try to take control of the plateau with a lot of utility few rounds in a row before using this tactic, so that CT will be afraid of getting closer. That's it for now. Thank you for watching and remember to subscribe to my channel for more strategy breakdowns. See you soon.